We are doing better than we've ever done as a country. Prices are coming down and all of that stuff. And now we have normal inflation. We're going to get it a little bit lower, frankly, but we have normal. We've normalized it. You are so damn lucky that I won that election. I'm telling you.
So you can feel however you want about the election part of that comment, but the fact is, according to Trump's own administration, 2 reports released today are showing a completely different reality than the one the president keeps talking about. And another report, also released today, shows you aren't buying what Trump is selling about this economy either. Now, before I tell you about these reports, you should know that 2 of them are very late. Because of the government shutdown, we are now just getting the data from the Trump administration for the month of September. But one of the reports I'm going to share with you in this video is very current, and it shows that things have probably gotten economically worse for you since September. So first, let's talk about the government reports. You just heard Trump say that he has normalized inflation. What he means is that he has brought inflation back down to a normal level and prices have come down. Well, the Consumer Price Index report for the month of September shows the opposite of what Trump said. The Bureau of Labor Statistics, which is under Trump's control, says inflation was actually up 3% in September of 2025 when compared to September of 2024. For the record, inflation has been trending up the last few months, which means it's going in the wrong direction. But today, the Producer Price Index report revealed inflation is up for producers too. This report tracks the percentage of price increases that producers are paying for goods and services. And you know, if the cost is going up for them in the next few months, the cost is going to go up for you too. Today's report found inflation for producers is up almost 3% from last year. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says the reason why costs are rising for producers is because of energy, which was up dramatically 3.5% in September. Mostly because of the nearly 12% increase in the gasoline index and because of the price for food paid by producers, which was also up more than 1% in September. The other government report released today is from the Commerce Department, and it tracks retail sales. This report found in the month of September, you, the consumer, started to pull back on your spending. The report found only a 0.2% increase in retail sales between August and September of 2025. Economists were predicting a higher number, and they now say this sort of tiny increase in retail sales shows consumer fatigue, probably because of the higher prices we're all paying for stuff. The month-over-month slowdown in retail sales really showed up in this report in key categories that are definitely impacted by tariffs, including vehicles, electronics, and clothing. And speaking of what we're all experiencing, the Consumer Confidence Report released today showed your confidence in this economy plummeted between October and November of 2025. In October, the consumer confidence number was 95.5, and in November, it was down to 88.7. That is the lowest number we've seen since April. Coincidentally, April was the exact same month that President Trump announced his sweeping tariffs. So, what is shaking your confidence in this economy right now? According to the report, pretty much everything, both currently and based on what you expect to happen in the next 6 months. More people believe business conditions were bad. Fewer people believe jobs were plentiful. More people believe business conditions would get worse in the next 6 months, and more people believed their incomes would decrease in the next 6 months. So the reality is, when you take all of these things and put them together, including the government's own reports, it is clearly painting a different picture than the one President Trump keeps talking about. So, if you want to read all of these reports for yourself, I'm going to email them out to you in tonight's Backstage Q email, so make sure you sign yourself up.